Mhm. Mhm. Hello, hello, yo. Hello, hello. How are y'all tonight or this evening? I'm sure most of y'all watched the festivities in Portland today. Sure, most of you did. Yeah, it was okay. Yeah, I know they're just doing a press conference. Yeah, I seen it. Yeah, I was watched a little bit of it there, but yeah, hell, there wasn't really nothing happened enough really for them to really have much of a damn press conference over. Really, I mean, honestly, really, they didn't. So, I mean, honestly, these people in here. Yeah, well, no, Ted ain't mad. Ted ain't mad, guys. Won the Ted got to what Ted wanted. I'm gonna tell you this, guys. I mean, a lot of y'all don't think like I do. A lot of y'all don't think very damn strategically. You don't think political. You just, I don't know what the hell y'all think, but you don't think like I do. Apparently, I told y'all that there wasn't going to be a bunch of violence today. Well, there wasn't a bunch. Now, there wasn't near as many people arrested as I figured they were going to be. Eric, I have no idea, dude. There's many of them out there. They're all about the same, man. Really. But, guys, that's what I'm saying. I told you they wasn't going to be a bunch of violence. Strategy, guys. Strategy. And I'm going to break it down because that's the reason I come live is to try to educate y'all on how strategy actually works. All right. I've seen so many people out here. Oh, it's going to be a shit show. It's going to be a Charlottesville. I'm like, no. I think these people just wants it to be where they'll have something to talk about for a couple weeks on Facebook. No shit. Yeah. But I'm going to tell you something, guys. Ted accomplished his objective. All Ted Wheeler ever wanted, all he ever wanted, was to get some shit on Joey and his boys. He accomplished that. Okay, guys? He accomplished that. Either if he gets a conviction on Joe and his boys or not, he's going to slow Joe and his boys down because, well, they're kind of under the gun. All right? That's what Ted wanted. All right? Y'all understand this? Let me explain something to you. Donald Trump was watching. The world was watching today. He could not afford to let Portland turn into a freaking shit show. Absolutely could not do it. And guys, I have been in some of the biggest shit shows in this country. That was early on. Just as I have learned a lot of shit from then, all these other leaders of these cities has learned a lot of shit too by watching. They know what to do and what not to do, the same as I do, because they was learning by watching others screw the hell up, the same as I do. I've been watching them too. That's the reason I know there wasn't going to be a bunch of violence and stuff today. Well, Joe Biggs lives in Florida, Brenda. I mean, he ain't going to be up there every damn weekend. Not even probably every month. Okay? It cost Joe Biggs, by God, more than probably would Ted Wheeler. But what I'm saying is, guys, Ted could not afford to let this turn into a shit show today out there. He could not do it. Just like August the 4th. Hell, the day wasn't as bad as August the 4th last year was. There wasn't near as many Antifa show up. You know why Antifa didn't show up? It's because, for one thing, they know their daddy Ted got what he wanted by getting charges and shit on Joe and his boys. Number two, the world is looking at Portland and President Trump and all the feds. They can't afford to screw up. That's the reason many of them didn't turn out in mass today, as they normally do. Yeah, they were one got bulldogged in the park because he had a gun on him. And there was a few arrests made from the left, but it wasn't fighting patriots, it was fighting cops. Because the cops did their damn jobs, guys. Okay? They couldn't afford not to. So, like I said, Ted did pretty damn good for himself today. He showed the world that he wasn't going to let that shit take place in Portland. Okay? He didn't hurt himself any. None whatsoever. He did his job as basically the leader of the city of Portland. And he got charges on Joe and his boys. So he's setting pretty damn good right now. Antifa didn't really come out and incriminate themselves really that bad today. Yeah, they were some of them arrested and hauled to jail, but hell, there is every event, guys. Every event, there's always 3 or 4 of them goes their ass to jail. Okay? They didn't come out and try to get real extreme because they can't afford to show their ass and be labeled as a terrorist group when all the world's watching. I mean, honestly, I thought there'd be more arrests than what there was today. But I knew it wouldn't be a shit show like everybody was thinking it was going to be. No, it was actually a pretty strategic game of chess. All right? Let me explain something to you guys. A lot of these people don't get in the positions they're in by being morons. They're sharp enough to get people to vote for them. And they're making they're making 6 figures a year, making more than us, doing what they're doing. Okay? To be a scumbag, underhanded dealing dipshit. And Ted Wheeler has learned how to be that. He has very well. He's sharper than people gives him credit to be. And he proved that today. And guys, There's going to be more violence out at Portland. Mark my words. I told y'all guys, well, I believe last night or night before, these smaller events that don't get the media attention, they're the ones that gets violent. They're the ones that the police don't really restrain people on. And they let the fur fly. Okay? People get shit beat out of them and stuff. And when somebody gets beat up pretty bad, they get attacked really hard. Here comes the media. Here comes all the patriots. And they shut it down to where they can't nothing take place. How many times has this shit happened? Think about it, guys. How many times has this shit happened? Like August 4th last year when I was there. What shit happened? They wouldn't let nothing happen. All right, what happened a month before August the 4th? It was like July 30th or June the 30th. Yeah. It was a big melee. That's when Rufio knocked out the damn Antifa dude, and they had the big fight in the street. Month later, everybody showed up to fight. They shut it down. I was there. Remember, guys? I was there, Portland, Oregon. Me and the rest of the highwaymen. Mm-hmm. Then I went back for hashtag him too. Wasn't near a popular event. Hell, there was more happening there than there was August the 4th. Yeah. Didn't have near as much media on it. Anytime the media starts buzzing this shit after Charlottesville, oh, we can't let nothing happen. Gonna make us look bad. No, we got to control the situation here. We got to look like good little public officials out here that we're doing our job. You know, I mean, honestly. Well, I didn't go to Portland today. That's where I'm safe. I was there last year a couple times. Like I said, guys, these people got too much to lose to let shit go crazy with all the cameras running. Charlottesville taught everybody a lesson. Everybody goes, y'all didn't accomplish nothing at Charlottesville. Charlottesville was just a trap. No, Charlottesville set the stage for everything else to operate off of. I've said that for 2 freaking damn years now. There's only going to be one Charlottesville. No city can afford to let that shit happen again. Nobody wants to fall on their own sword. And that's what any mayor, police chief and stuff would do if they let another Charlottesville happen. With all the media there, with all the hype. Remember that shit? Yeah, it don't play out too well. Now, is there going to be some more violent events in Portland? I'm sure there will be. I'm sure there'll be more stand downs and there'll be fighting in the damn street. But you can damn well bet those will be the ones that don't get much attention till after the fact. Y'all understand that now? I have events out there in Portland about every 2-3 months. And then when they have one that's violent, then after that, everybody jumps on board and all the media jumps on board and everybody runs to Portland. Nothing happens. Guys, the events are small. Nobody, there's not much attention on Just like down there in December the 9th in Austin, Texas. That was a violent son of a bitch. That was every bit as violent as Charlottesville was, really. Nobody gave a shit about it. Wasn't about 18, 19 people showed up on our side. And it wasn't nothing but a damn 2-hour fight. Yeah. Now, there wasn't near as many people got badly injured as there was in Charlottesville. But as far as a fight, it was a damn fight, guys. It was. Owen Schroyer got bullied around by Red Guard, and Alex Jones threatened to sue the damn city of Austin and all kinds of shit. It only got attention after it happened. Hell, honestly, I'd been to Austin, Texas multiple times. It's never been that violent. Yeah, a little pepper spray, shit like that. No big deal. Maybe somebody get punched. Been down there, Antifa Civil War. All ganged up, the chicken and the damn unicorn man with the damn nerf hatchet and a few damn BLMs around. Wasn't shit. I thought, hell, we're going to go back down there to Austin. This ain't going to be a whole lot. Got down there. There some bitches are, red masks, AK-47s, and axe handles everywhere. Yeah. Mm-hmm. See, I didn't know it was going to be that when I got down there. I looked over at parking garage. I said, whoa, son of a bitch. Looks like it's going to be interesting today. Because one side of the park has just a handful of people in the middle of the park. We can see from the parking garage. On the other side of the park wasn't nothing but hammer and sickle flags and bastards standing around with AK-47s. Yeah. See, I didn't get no attention any whatsoever. None. Until after the fact. And that's the way Portland is. Like I said, guys, these cities are not going to let this shit break out when you got all these cameras rolling. They're not going to do it. I mean, don't get me wrong. Everybody wants to demonize the right that's on the left. And all the leftist politicians in these sanctuary states like Oregon, they want to demonize Trump. And they want to demonize the right. But they're not going to fall on their own sword to do it after they've seen what happened in Charlottesville. Okay, guys? Remember, you're in a court of public opinion here. It's all about optics. Think about that. Guys, public opinion changes the narrative in this country about everything. It totally does. I mean, look how public opinion is about animals now compared to what it was 25 years ago. Look how public opinion is about homosexuality now compared to what it was 25 years ago. What's changed? The way people come out there and presented it and the way they advertised it. This country runs off the court of public opinion and the perception of how people is presenting and how people is receiving the narrative out here. And when you figure that out, you can figure out what's going to take place all around this country. And these people in these higher public positions, they're masters at it. Trust me, they are. They're masters at getting around shit. They're masters at changing the narrative and twisting shit to make it look like it's something it's not. They're really damn good at it. They've made a living at it all their life, pretty much. Most of these assholes out here has. And you got to start understanding how that operates, and then you'll be able to predict what's going to happen out here at most of these damn things that's happening. These events, these speakings, what's going to happen politically. Like I said, that's the key to it. Because remember, at the end of the day, nobody wants to fall on their own sword. The only ones that's wanting to be a martyr for the left is the ones that's coming out here shooting this shit up. And they're coming out here shooting shit up to try to demonize the Second Amendment. That way it can be pulled away from their opposition. They're taking one for the home team, the comrades. But you won't see the higher ups do that shit. No, they won't do it. Just little mental fireballs out here, Will, that they can put up to doing it. Just saying it is, guys. It's just like a straight pride parade. Now, I don't figure much more probably will happen there than what happened in Portland today. You know, Antifa's made their threats and stuff. No, they don't want the negative attention right now. Really, they don't. Now, the LBGT may come out and show their ass toward it, but I really doubt it'll be Antifa. Yes, that's a damn tube TV. You see that TV right there? That sumbitch ain't been turned on in about 3 years. 3 years. It just sits there. I got another one just like it in the other room. They just sit there. Might want to use them one day. Hell, I might want to put a movie in. I got a VCR there too. You know how old that is? It's damn collectible. Most people don't even know how to rewind a damn tape anymore. And I'm going to tell you something, guys. When it comes to the Second Amendment, people can ward off this red flag laws out here. But just put their effort toward it. But for one thing, they got to be able to work together first. There's no wrong time or wrong way to address it. So, well, like I said, till people makes up their mind that this shit's really a threat and they really need to get involved in stopping this red flag legislation in these states, because I'm telling you right now, moms demand action. Matter of fact, 200 of them come out on the state capitol here in Arkansas today. 200. We only had like 2 guys down there. They had 200. See what I'm saying? Let me explain this to you, folks. For every one person that shows up to one of these state capitals, either for or against red flag, these politicians are sitting back, these state legislatures are sitting back saying there's 1,000 people that'll vote like that guy right there that just showed up. He was the most devout and dedicated one of them. He got off his ass and showed up today because he's that compassionate about either for or against red flag. And there'll be 1,000 votes just like him. And that's what sways the politicians. That way, when you do go down there and lobby their asses in their offices, they already know that you've got a lot of damn support behind you. Numbers matter, guys. It does. Numbers matter. And anybody tells you it don't, they're stupid as fuck. Anybody says coming out here in the street or showing up at the state capitol protesting or having a pro event or something don't matter, they're dumb as fuck. They're the problem, and they're the reason why you will get shit implemented on you because they're lazy as fuck and they don't want to have to get off their sorry, lazy asses and have to do anything other than sit behind a damn smartphone and make comments in a 2A group. Even if they do that. I'm saying it as it is, guys. That's the reason moms demand action in these leftist organizations that's attacking the Second Amendment's gaining the ground. Oh, Facebook just left out. I just lost signal over there on my phone. I doubt it comes back. But anyway, that's what I got to say. That's right. If people will get up and they get moving on this, they can keep this stuff from being implemented in their states. But if they're just sat back on their ass and they're not really doing much, and they're just thinking, well, my vote. If you're not showing those state legislatures and stuff how you stand, you're not going to get represented correctly. That's how the election, that's how democracy works. You know, I know people keeps harping, well, this ain't a democracy, this is a constitutional republic. Well, yeah, it is, but the laws are passed democratically. And the constitutional republic, yeah, we're still a republic bound by the Constitution, but our Constitution is being whittled away. I guess this damn thing's just not going to do nothing. It didn't kill it. I just lost signal. A lot of people been doing that all day. But if you don't come out here and you don't make some racket and you don't rattle some trees, shake some trees, guys, you're not going to get represented correctly. Yeah, I know Facebook froze up, but just my video. Matter of fact, I've just lost signal altogether to the towers. I don't know what the deal with that is. Shit's been messing up here lately. But like I said, guys, I mean, honestly, you got to make racket out here. Going to be represented correctly. I know a lot of these old conservatives, and trust me, I know these old crusties out here. They don't think you should have to come out. They don't think you should have to demonstrate. They think that's tacky. They think that's beneath them. That they can just throw their ass into a legislature's office. Go, well, look how many people I got following on Facebook. I got power. Now, because they know most of those people out there on Facebook are lazy as hell. They done figured that out. And most of them ain't even gonna go vote. Most of them don't even vote. So you got about half the power that you're trying to claim you have. And those politicians know that. But when you have a shitload of people show up in the street or they show up at the state capitol, that's something they can physically see. They see dedication there. They're like, oh shit. And they know each person that shows up, there's 1,000 voters there that will vote just like that person right there that showed up. And the more people shows up means more dedication there is behind it, behind the whole thing, even the ones that ain't showing up. Like 200 people came out on the Capitol steps today in Little Rock, Arkansas. 200,000 people in this state agrees with them. Okay? 200,000. 1,000 for each person that shows up on the state level. When you ain't got 5 or 6 people showing up from the right, even if anybody's showing up, you ain't showing these politicians that you got a whole lot of people agreeing with you. True story. Look how those guys got shit turned around in Ohio. It's because they got off their ass and they made shit happen. They got that shit shot down in Ohio. That they tried to slip that gun legislation in basically over a damn weekend. It basically do away with all rifles. But they shut it down. They got it changed. And you know what? They would have never done that, guys, if they hadn't got off their ass and made it happen. They hadn't demonstrated. They hadn't made a lot of racket about it. It would never been over. Would never been fixed. It'd be in law right now. So you couldn't own a damn rifle in the state of Ohio. So anyway, guys, I'm gonna hop off here. Y'all have a good night. God bless. We'll catch y'all tomorrow. Oh yeah, Sandra, you're correct. Great, Sandra Smith. She's one of the smarter people out here that's in my live feeds. Correct. You know what Sandra Smith said? This is a fact. Thousands have time to go to Trump rallies, but can't find time to go to officials' office or state house. Very correct, Sandra Smith. You have a very valid point. Very valid. Very, very valid. Now, see, if people got behind and pushed on the state level, like they come out here and ride the Trump train, which is basically a fad. It's kind of like following a rock star. Okay, guys, that mentality. All right. It's kind of like the popular thing to do amongst the right. If they showed up at their state houses or they got behind fighting this red flag like they're dedicated to the MAGA movement, they can shut a lot of this bullshit down before it ever really started. Well, y'all have a good one. Take care. We'll catch y'all later.